It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Let that sink in, because these words aren't meant to comfort you. They're meant to wake you up. What if your happiness is built on a lie? What if the comfort you feel is not peace, but numbness? And what if the truth, no matter how painful, is the only thing that can truly set you free? We live in a world obsessed with positivity. Smile more, manifest it, think happy thoughts. But Dostoevsky offers a warning that sometimes happiness can be a trap, a mask that keeps us from confronting what's real. Because yes, truth can break your heart, but illusion will break your soul. Today we're not chasing comfort, we're chasing clarity. Let's talk about the kind of truth that hurts, but heals. The kind of pain that doesn't destroy you, but saves you from living in a lie. This isn't a feel-good video. It's a wake-up call for anyone tired of pretending. Dostoevsky wasn't trying to depress us. He was trying to liberate us. When he said, "It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise," he was challenging one of our most dangerous modern habits, our need to stay comfortable, even if it costs us the truth. Because let's be honest, sometimes we'd rather not know the real state of our relationship, not know that we're in the wrong job or living someone else's dream, not know that we've abandoned parts of ourselves just to keep the peace. So we numb, we scroll, we drink, we overwork, we pretend. We build this little world of distractions, our own fool's paradise, where everything seems okay, as long as we don't look too closely. But the moment you stop pretending, the moment you let in the truth, no matter how brutal, you wake up. And, yeah, that hurts. It's painful to admit that a relationship is over, or that you've wasted years chasing something hollow, or that your life needs to radically change. But that pain, that's honest pain. And honest pain is better than fake peace. Because only when you see things clearly can you begin to live with intention, not illusion. Dostoevsky wasn't glorifying sadness. He was pointing us toward authenticity, toward the kind of life where we stop settling for appearances and start building something real. So how do you actually live this truth? How do you choose truth, even when it hurts, in a world that rewards denial? 1. Stop avoiding what your body already knows. Sometimes your gut knows before your mind admits it. You feel the tension, the sadness, the unease, but you keep telling yourself, it's fine. It'll pass. I should be grateful. Truth doesn't shout. It whispers through anxiety, through fatigue, through that aching feeling that something's not right. Listen to that. Stop gaslighting your own soul just to maintain the illusion of peace. 2. Have the conversation you're avoiding, the one that scares you, the one that might change everything, whether it's with your partner, your boss, your family, or even with yourself. Pretending is easier, but it costs you connection, clarity, and time you can't get back. Even if the truth hurts, it clears the fog. And with clarity comes the power to choose again. 3. Audit your false paradises. Ask yourself, where am I pretending to be happy? What am I afraid to admit to myself? What truth have I silenced just to keep the peace or please others? Write it down. Name it. Because you can't heal what you refuse to see. And remember, truth doesn't destroy you. It destroys the lie that was suffocating you. 4. Learn to sit with discomfort and not run. Every time you reach for your phone to escape a feeling, every time you keep busy just to avoid your own mind, you're reinforcing the belief that you can't handle the truth. But you can. Not all at once, not perfectly, but moment by moment, you can reclaim your own reality. His name was Daniel, 42, father of 2. Married for 17 years, he worked in finance, good money, respected position, nice house, polite dinners. From the outside, it was the picture of stability, but Daniel was quietly suffocating. He woke up every morning with a tight chest and a voice in his head whispering, "This isn't your life. You're just playing a role in someone else's movie." Still, he smiled. He answered emails. He kissed his wife. He helped the kids with homework. He was living in what Dostoevsky would call a fool's paradise. He looked happy. But deep down, he knew he wasn't growing. He wasn't honest. And worst of all, he wasn't fully present in his own life. Then came the moment. One night, his son, only 9 years old, asked him, "Dad, are you happy?" Daniel paused. He wanted to say yes. He wanted to lie, to protect his son from the mess inside. But instead, for the first time in years, he told the truth. "Number not really, but I'm trying to figure it out." That night, something cracked open. Daniel didn't blow up his life. He didn't make dramatic changes overnight. But he stopped pretending. He started therapy. He talked honestly with his wife, not just about problems, but about the silences between them. He changed how he spent his time. More walks, fewer screens. He began to write again, quietly, just for himself. And little by little, the numbness faded. Not because everything got easier, but because Daniel finally chose truth over comfort. And with that truth came something real. Not instant joy, but peace. The kind that only comes when you stop running. We've been taught to fear pain, to run from discomfort, to protect the fragile image of happiness, even if it means living a lie. But Dostoevsky was right. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise. Because real happiness isn't about constant pleasure. It's about alignment. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, "This is my truth. I'm not hiding from it anymore." Yes, the truth can hurt. It can shake your world, break your plans, and strip away the illusion you've clung to for years. But what's left when the illusion is gone is you, the raw, honest, still breathing you. And from there, finally, you can begin again. Not as who you were supposed to be, but as who you actually are. So don't be afraid of knowing the worst. Be afraid of staying asleep in a life that isn't yours. Because when you choose truth, you're not choosing sadness. You're choosing freedom. If this message touched something in you, if you've been living quietly in your own version of a fool's paradise, know this: you're not alone, and you're not broken for finally facing the truth. Leave a comment below, even just a single sentence. What's one truth you've been avoiding that you're ready to face? You might not realize it, but your honesty could help someone else take their first breath of real air. And if you want to keep walking this path of real conversations, painful honesty, and quiet strength, subscribe to this channel. We don't promise easy answers here, just real ones. And if someone you care about is stuck in a place that looks happy on the outside but feels hollow inside. Share this video. You might be the invitation they needed to come back to themselves. Take a moment, close your eyes, and remind yourself, truth is not your enemy. It's your way home.